Very good. At the table. Go and sit on the table. On the chair, I mean, not on the table. Yeah, so we'll just do have a quick look at this because we haven't done it for a while, this reading. So, just let me check that camera. It looks like it's at a funny angle. Where are we? Yeah, there. Better. So we'd already done quite a few facts about tortoises. Do you remember? You tell me when you read this page that you noticed that tortoises can't swim. Can you show me where it says can't swim on here? See if you can scan and show me where it says can't swim. Very good, yeah. They can't swim. Oh, and a group of tortoises is called what? It's called a creep, yeah. And the Latin word for tortoise is? What would the Latin word for tortoise be? You find it? Have a look. Have a little scan. There's the picture. That's right, during sieges soldiers would get in testudo, named after the Latin word for tortoise. Testudo. What are the scales called? What are the scales called? Scutes, S-C-U-T-E-S, yes. And the growth rings around scutes can be counted to determine the approximate age of wild tortoises. Now here's some new facts. We haven't got to this page yet. So let's have a little read. Okay, take your finger just so I know, and we'll start off. So, the lighter the shell, the warmer the origin. Go there and down to the bottom there. Tortoises, very good. Keep your finger on so I can read the words as you point. From hot places, keep going, tend to have lighter coloured shells than tortoises from cooler areas. Go on. Now you try. The light tan sulcata originates, you try making sounds, from the southern part of the Sahara Desert. So just for a little bit of practice, if you were to find a tortoise that had a dark shell, would you say that that was from the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere? Yeah, and finish it off. O-R-T-H-E-R, and finish the word. The northern, very nice pointing there. Yeah, dark shell, northern hemisphere. Okay, let's just read the next bit. There's quite a lot on this page. Let's just follow it with your finger. I'm not going to read it out loud, I just want you to read it. There, carry on, carry on. Carry on. Go on, carry on. Next bit. Come on. You just have a quick read. Go on. If you want to just read it and then you don't have to do it with your finger if you don't want to. Okay, very interesting. So, how about just sharing with me something that you found interesting in what you just read? One thing that you found interesting. T O R, good. T O, very nice. I S, tortoise. E and tortoise, tortoises. E, what? M, okay. After the M, play with the pencil if you like. So touch the M again. E and M, and after the M, try with the other hand if you want. So if you want, did you want that or do you want something else? Just an interesting fact that you've just read. E and M and P, oh yeah, and T and Y, empty, T and, shall I keep hold of this hand for you? Just tell it, it's going there, there. So empty, do the T again, T and H, E, go on, I and, oh, R, empty there, L, U, N, very nice, very nice, L-U-N, tap tap, there's the N, yeah, don't get stuck on the N, go on, after the N you were going for it, L-U-N, try lifting that elbow and just changing your angle a bit, G, empty their lungs, let's write that down. Tortoises, empty their lungs. Lift your elbow. B, E, yes, F, O, R, E before, G, O, I, N, G before going, before, going. Go on. Go on. Excuse you. I-N-T-O into before going into, go on then, T-H E I R S H E, and after the E, L S, before going into their shells. I didn't know that either. That was new information for me. Now then, take your hand out and all that squealing will stop. See, stop now. There. So sometimes when the hand goes in the mouth, all that high-pitched just seems to start. So if you can tell yourself, oh, I'm going to stop this, I'm going to take control and take my hand out of the mouth, and then it will just stop and I'll be calm.
Nice.
Very good. So, tortoises empty their lungs before going into their shells. Yes, I didn't know that. I didn't know that that they could hold their breath for a long time. So if you just see a tortoise without its head poking out, actually it's holding its breath. Didn't know that. Okay. Did you find out anything else to do with their shells from that piece that you read? S H E one L L S, the shells. A R E R S E S E, after the E, after the E, N S I, next letter, T, tell yourself next letter, H would make sense, I would, I, go on, V, E, shells are sensitive, T, go on, oh, this is really good, to what? Shells are sensitive, T, go on, O, U, C, and H. Yes, that surprised me as well. Shells are sensitive to touch. I didn't know that. You think a tortoise has got that really thick shell and it wouldn't be able to feel anything through it, but in reality the shells have got nerve endings, haven't they? Ooh. So what's the plan? Tell yourself, what's the plan to stop that squealing? There, you did it. You told yourself, the plan is I'm going to take my hand out. And you did it. Always have a plan. That was good. Well done. So tortoises can feel. Here we are. Pretend you're a tortoise. Every little rub. Every little scratch. Oh, I wonder if they can feel wind blowing. If they've got nerve endings there, they'd be able to feel everything. Imagine that. Imagine how it feels even when I touch your nail. It's harder for the sensation, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, just for practice, let's see if we can write shell. Hold it. We're going to have a go at writing it. We'll do it, hang on, let's give you a nice little target to aim for. So we're going to do it between those two lines. We're going to start with the S. Do you know that was really good? Now we're going to do the H, which is down and round. So we're going to go, I'll give you the movement, down and round. Okay, start at the top, down. Very nice, that is very good. Now we're going to do the E. I'll just help you first of all, round, like that. That's the E. We're going to go across. Very nice. And then the L is just one straight line down, start at the top and go straight down. Lovely, and again. Shell. Very good, would you like to make shells? We'll do another S. Oh. Just make it round, so we're going to go like that. We're going to make it shells, plural, so go over that bit again. That was very nice, look at that, let me show the camera. Shells. Very nice handwriting, I like that. Okay, let's just carry on for another 5 minutes or so with this and then we'll do something different. Here we are. Some more facts, just a few facts. Take yourself down. There we are. So, I just want you to read this yourself. Okay. If I was to ask you, how long can tortoises live? What would you tell me? 1. Just ask yourself, what's the plan? Good. 0. 0. 100. Y. E. A. R. And S. Yeah. They can live more than 100 years. I don't think we've got many more of these to do, so we could just finish this off. Could we all? Oh, this is good. Doing so well. This page now. Again, I want you to just read it yourself. Just scan and read it. Oh, finish it off. Or maybe you've already finished it, I don't know. I don't know, maybe you've already finished it and you're reading it faster than me. Can you tell me the name of the tortoise? Or did you need to read it again? The name of the tortoise was? What was the name? Come on, tell me. Oh, what's the plan? What's the plan? Tell yourself. The plan is I'm going to take my hand down. That one, that hand down, and the other one. So, you see, I didn't think that you were focusing here. Let's just go through it quickly. There. Okay. So the name is H-A, yeah. R. Very nice. I, very good. E. Harriet, Charles Darwin and Steve Irwin cared for the same tortoise, a Galapagos girl named Harriet. Darwin said to have collected and named her back in 1835. She was sent to England and eventually ended up at an Australia zoo founded by Steve Irwin's parents. There we go. Harriet. Okay, so we'll take a bit of a break from that for now. I think you were getting a little bit. What would you like to do next? Would you like to do some Latin, or would you like to do something else? And you could tell me what that is. L A. Okay. L A. You want to do some L A? I'm pretty sure it must be Latin. Sit down. Get the plan in place. Hold that. Now let's do it. T, I, and N. Latin. Where were we up to? Oh, we've got a new word to learn.
Okay.
Yeah. There. So I've put them all there. Right there. So. The new word is add. A-D. And that means to or toward. If you're thinking about the time, is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah.
The time is 20 to 2. 20 to 2. So we've got about 20 minutes and then we'll have a break and we'll go for a walk. Okay? About 20 minutes. So that's not long. Let's have a go at doing some of these. So it's a preposition. Preposition is a word that shows a relationship between two nouns. So examples are in, to, beside, with, behind, under and over. Add is your first Latin preposition. It can mean to or toward, and you use the meaning that makes the most sense in context. When you use add, the word it refers to must have the direct object ending. For instance, to the forest would be ad silvam, not ad silva. And in plural, toward the sailors would be ad nautas, not ad nautai. Let's see if we can translate some things very quickly. So, ad silvam ambulo. Ad silvam ambulo. Translate it for me. I W A L K E D. I walked. T. Oh, you're doing so well. Oh, just tell yourself, this is just getting in the way. All this handwriting is getting in the way. Come on. I walked. Go on. T. O. T. H. To the. F. O. R. F-O-R. Go on. Come on. Keep it going. R. E. After the E. S. And. After the S. Always finish the word. After the S is the T. I walked to the forest. Let me check. Page 173, lesson 51. Oh, I am walking to the forest. So it was nearly right. We put it in the past tense and it should have been in the present tense. I am walking to the forest is ambulate. Okay? I am walking to the bed and we're going to sit there. All right. Sit there and we'll carry on. Oh no, stay sitting up. You can't do it lying down. Too hard lying down. Right. Bring this over so we can do it. Let me get on the right side again. I'll pop a chair in front so that we can see what we're doing. There. I am walking to the forest. I like doing this Latin. I think it's really interesting. Put that one down. I am walking to the forest. Very good. Right. So my turn now. The next one is, and you can try and correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, okay, you want a bit of pressure. Nautai ad scapas ambulant. Right, so I'm looking at the verb first. Ambulant, so that means they walk. And there is a plural for sailors at the start of the sentence. So the sailors are walking to the boats. I think that means the sailors are walking to the boats. Let me check. The sailors are walking to the boats. Very good. Are you ready to do another one? You could sit up to do this. You all right? Listen anyway. Ad silvam ambulas sed ad aquam ambulo. Okay, so the rule is that you split it when you've got said. And you do the bit before and then you do the bit after. A bit of tummy trouble there. Let me just give you a bit of a pressure on your tummy. What time is it? 1:45 and you've got a little tummy. Maybe that was why you were biting your hand before.